Co-main event, which was exciting. We had Lerone Murphy versus Aaron Pico.
Yes, and shout out Combat Sports Today and Vinny Talks. Vinny was in the cage or in the arena, not in the cage, and he got this sick ass clip. So shout out to them of this spinning back elbow knockout that
Oof.
completely flatlines Aaron Pico. Great fucking video, Vinny. Very cool.
Yeah, great angle
But
because
yeah,
it's like a perfect angle where you see Lerone like hop up on the cage on his side too, and you see
straight
his
to him.
corner going nuts, dude. It's so
Yeah,
awesome.
very cool.
Man,
Um,
going into this, there was a few analysts that said, "Hey, after talking to Pico, I'm a little concerned because of who it was." Dustin Poirier
mm,
specifically was saying like some of the things they mentioned were like, I think Pico's going to come in a little reckless.
it's
These lights
Pico.
are different. The stage is different. Like he has been in the cages before, but this is a
Hmm.
little bit different. And some of the things that he said that specifically he had practiced the post-fight speech that he was going to have with Joe
Ooh,
Rogan multiple times already.
ooh,
And so Dustin was like, "Man, I think that this is just getting to his head a little too much. Like
the
he
moment.
just needs to focus, yes, on the fight when he has in front of him." And you could see that from Pico. And Pico's always been an aggressive fighter. Like he's
Oh
always
yeah,
wanted to put on a
dude,
show,
foot on the gas,
right? And so
which has
that's no
been his
surprise.
downfall.
Yes, and no different in this one, right?
Yeah, I think we both picked Murphy. Murphy was the underdog. Um, I know a lot of people were picking, even though he was the underdog, I know a lot of people were picking him just because they're like, oh, UFC debuts are tough. And they are. We've seen people struggle with UFC debuts. But the reason I picked him at least was because I think a lot of people are kind of like before this. I think after this is a very different story. But a lot of people going into this fight are a little down on Lerone Murphy because his last couple fights have been kind of boring. And people will like that will sour people's opinion on how good they are. you know, we've been singing Lerone Murphy's praise since he got into the UFC. This guy is so fucking good. He's you can just see his fight IQ and his like in the fight decision making is so fucking good. He understands all these angles and positions and when to strike off the break and things like that. Like he's just a very complete fighter. And I thought, man, Pico is a destroyer. He is a freight train that comes through people, and he does hit hard as fuck. And his wrestling is incredible. My biggest question going into this was like, oh man, if he does employ the wrestling, I don't know how Lerone's going to deal with that.
Mm.
Josh Emmett took him down, but he popped right back up. But Josh Emmett isn't fucking Aaron Pico. Um, but after that first takedown, he took him down early in the first round, and I was like, ooh, I don't know if Lerone gets up from this in this round. And then he did, and I was like, well, this might be a tough night for Aaron Pico now. That was my biggest
Yeah.
question: is how is he going to deal with the wrestling? He popped right back up. He shot again. He got him on a ninja choke. That was pretty fucking sick. And I was like, oh no, dude, I do think Lerone's got this. Um, and Pico is good, man. He's fun to watch. You see him throw that left hook to the liver, and it's fucking devastating. You could see his power. His power was
Left
evident.
hook to the liver was nasty, man. It was
Every
really
time he
good.
would hit Lerone, even if he had
Thuddy.
his guard up, he's like knocking him over, and you're like, God damn, this guy hits hard. But
Yeah. And,
you know,
and Lerone said afterwards, he's like, I said that I was going to use his aggression against him, and that's exactly what I did. There
yeah,
was a couple times he said it really stood out. The first one was a step in knee,
the
as
knee was
Pico was just
nice.
like coming in full force, right, to meet Lerone, and Lerone was backing up, but he stepped forward all of a sudden with that knee to the body.
Hmm.
That was beautiful. And then, of course, the spinning back elbow, man, like the way he just
Yeah,
stepped off and timed that perfectly. Uh, and I want to say it landed right by the temple, and his head
but it
just
was
bounces back. Oof.
God. And then the follow up shot was fucking nasty, dude. There's a shot of
Look at
it
Herb.
landing here next,
Look at Herb.
and it's
His
yeah.
hand out. I thought he was gonna dive and put his hand right over Pico's face just to
I'll
save
take
it.
a
You know what I
bullet
mean?
for
But
you. Yeah,
yeah,
but
but
no,
no, he
he
didn't, dude.
dropped it on him. It's
Yeah, yeah.
there it
Look at.
is.
Oh my god, rough.
Nasty. Herb's
He
like
was out for a bit too, man.
apprehensive. Herb's the opposite body language of trying to get in between it. He's super apprehensive to get in there, which I understand.
Yeah,
But it was cool, and it was cool. It was a cool entry from Aaron actually because he fainted and then hopped off to the side to create an angle, and then was going to come in with a big shot. But as he hopped off that center line, he just got met with that fucking elbow. He literally jumped right into it. I mean, just
yeah.
beautiful timing from Lerone, dude. And we've seen
Yeah.
this
So
from him in the past. He's just so good in these moments, dude. In the in betweens.
what's next for Lerone?
Title shot.
It's got to be
Title
right.
shot. Yeah, look at the. I think the next picture, Rich, is the. There it is.
Ooh.
You have to do it. I'm sorry. I was a big Evloev deserves the title shot. He deserves the title shot. He deserves the title shot. He was supposed to
Hey,
fight Pico. He pulls
Dana
out.
Jr. over here, bro.
Yeah, and then no, Dana was the one that wasn't giving him the title shot. He deserved it, but this game moves fast, dude. It moves so fast, and that's why I was like, he deserves it because this game moves fast. I don't want to see him get passed up. Let him get his shot, and now here we are. Lerone Murphy has a knockout of the year like caliber knockout, and uh, he's next.
And so let me read this off to you, Will. And for anybody listening, you let me know what you think. But think about Aaron Pico. I'm going to name a couple names. You tell me Pico or the person I name on who you think would win this one. All right.
Okay,
Ready? Pico or Giga Chikadze?
Pico,
Pico or Ige?
Pico,
Pico or David Onama?
Pico,
Steve Garcia, Pitbull, Gene
Pico,
Silva.
Pico. That's now we're talking.
So now
Now we're
we start
talking.
thinking about the top 10, right? So you're
Yeah.
saying, hey, Pico probably beats everybody 11 through 15. Now we have Gene Silva, Yusuf Zalal, Josh Emmett, Aljamain Sterling. So you think
Oh,
Pico
Pico
can
versus Sterling would
contend
be sick.
top 10
Hmm.
and still be competitive, but it's going to be a tougher road.
It's a tougher road for sure. That's when I do believe he's a top 10 UFC fighter. Um, we've seen him. This isn't new. Anybody who's watched his career, we've seen this happen. You know, his aggression is his one of his greatest weapons, but also one of his biggest weaknesses because he does get caught.
Yep.
But um, he's still so skilled. He's so talented. Like
Yeah.
on any given night, he can beat a lot of guys out there. But yeah, that top 10, you start throwing some question marks. Top 15, I think he handles those guys pretty well. Um,
Okay. And maybe
but or
that's what they
10 through
give him
15, I
next,
should
right?
say.
Because they gave him number six or seven.
Hmm.
I can't remember exactly what Murphy was. Um, but yeah, I think that's where the next fight is. Give him somebody 11 through 15 and
Yeah,
see how he does there, and then let him continue working his way up to the top five.
yeah. I think Ige is fun. I think that's a fun fight. Steve Garcia even is actually a really fun fight. Pico versus Steve Garcia would be cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's tough, man. Like I said, UFC
But you know what?
debuts are fucking tough.
After yesterday and just seeing what I did before he got knocked out,
Hmm.
I'm really excited about Pico being in the UFC.
100%. 100%. I think it's not like he made an egregious mistake. It's just he got caught being very aggressive. You know, it's not like he had some lapse in technique. It was actually a very cool entry. Larone's just very good. You know,
Yeah.
it was a very
Yeah.
cool entry. It may be a little bit labored. You know, not I don't want to say telegraphed, but it was like it wasn't super fast. You know, there's some guys who will hit that sidestep very quick. We were talking about TJ Dillashaw earlier. He's someone who could hit that no problem. Um,
Yeah.
some of these
TJ,
guys can
man,
do
so
that,
good.
and but Lerone is just good, man. I look, go back and watch. Well, maybe don't because he fought on some pretty bad cards. But every time we've talked about Lerone since he started in the UFC, we were like, dude, this guy is very, very
And I get
good.
it, Will. 5 fights in a row that he won by decision. I get it. Right?
Yeah,
One
I
of them
don't
was a
knock
split decision.
anybody for that.
Yeah, but he's good.
Dude, people are like decision merchant for certain guys. Who gives a fuck, dude? One of the best of all time, you could call a decision merchant in GSP.
Yeah.
You know, like I get it. We want to see finishes. Finishes are cool, but some of the best fights ever have gone to decision. Most of the best fights of all time went to decision. So like,
Yeah.
what are we doing? What are we talking about? I'm not saying Lerone Murphy's fights have been like all time great fights,
Yeah.
but I've always been very entertained, and it's always been very interesting to watch him fight because he's so goddamn skilled. I
Yeah.
love him. He's one of my favorite
Gustafson versus
fighters.
DC. Gustafson versus John
Oh,
Jones.
oh,
Like some of these ones I went to decision was just an absolute war all the
bro.
way through.
Forrest Griffin versus Stephen Bonner went to
Oh yeah,
decision.
yeah, yeah. That was
You know?
like the one that really started bringing everybody in. Good
Yeah,
call.
yeah.
All right.
Ruben says Volk steamrolls him. What do you think?
Ooh, it's a good
I think it's
fight, dude.
I think it's very fun.
I think it's a fun fight. I don't know if he steamrolls him, but it's tough for me to continue going against Volk. Remember all those times I would go against Volk and Volk would just
Yeah.
win? And then I was like, you know what? I'm going for Volk. Then Volk gets steamrolled. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh no. Then I go against Volk and he wins the title back. So I'm
They
just
win the
like, I don't
title
know,
back.
dude. I'm just not, I'm like the opposite of a Volk whisperer,
Yeah, but I want to see it.
but I want to see it. Absolutely. All right. We shall move on. We had Carlos Prates versus Jeff Neal. Oh, wait. Before we do, Will, pretty cool that Dana was telling Joe who was getting a bonus, and
Oh,
Joe
I
was
know.
announcing it in the octagon, like he
I
did
was
that
like,
with Lerone Murphy.
yeah, I was like, damn, he fucking stealing Chatri's thunder right now. Someone asked him
Wait,
about
I
it in the
like
post-fight
it.
press conference, and they were like, "Are we doing that moving forward?" And he was like, "Oh no, it's just because there's only 3 fights left. So like, obviously he's gonna get a bonus. Might as well tell him." He's like, "When you get a knockout like that, you get it like in the moment."
Yeah,
And he's like, "But also, there was only 1 fight left when Lerone Murphy got that knockout. So he's like, even if the main event gets a bonus, Lerone's still getting one. So let's just say it." Which I think it should be. I
yeah,
love
but
the way that
but
one does it.
but risk. Like if he's like, hey, you're getting a bonus in the second fight. All the
Exactly.
fights afterwards have like really good. He's like, oh, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Actually, take it back. He doesn't
Yeah.
get a bonus.
Can you imagine? Joe goes out there and be like, hey, sorry for the guy earlier that got the bonus that's being taken away. But the good news is you're getting it, you know? Oh my God.
No,
That would
dude,
be hilarious.
it's like when someone gets flatlined like Kazama and they're like throughout the card they're like providing updates at the hospital. They're like, "Hey guys, this just in. Turns out Oleg Sejcek knocking out Mearshart not nearly as impressive as the spinning back fist, so the bonus is out." Just so you guys are aware.
Hey, everybody, Romero and Will here. Thank you for watching that short clip. Just so you know, that was a small excerpt from what we covered this last Sunday, right, Will?
Yeah, we cover the entire event every weekend. So this was just a cutout from the live stream that we did. The link to that live stream is in the description. So if you want to hear about the other fights that night, it's down below in the description. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell because we go live every Sunday to cover events. And if you do that, you'll know for next week and you can tune in and be in the chat and get featured on the show just like everybody else was on this clip.
We hope to chat with you live.